Groot vs. Swamp Thing, Nature's Titans Battle. The video opens with breathtaking panoramic shots of a lush, ancient forest. Towering trees stretch towards the sky, their leaves forming a dense canopy that's pierced by rays of golden sunlight. The scene transitions to a mystical swamp, where twisted roots protrude from the murky waters, and mist floats above the surface like a living entity. The sound of rustling leaves and distant wildlife creates an immersive atmosphere as the camera glides through the underbrush and skims over the swamp's surface. Dramatic music builds, echoing the heartbeat of the earth itself. Hey there, folks. Ever wondered what would happen if two of nature's mightiest guardians went head-to-head? From the cosmic reaches of space to the deepest roots of our own planet, we've got a showdown for the ages. Today, we're pitting Groot against Swamp Thing in an epic battle to see who truly stands as the ultimate protector of the green. Buckle up, 'cause it's gonna be a wild ride. Alright, let's set the stage. On one side, we have Groot, the lovable, sentient tree and backbone, or should I say bark bone, of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And on the other, Swamp Thing, the mystical avatar of all plant life on Earth, emerging straight from the murky depths of the swamp. When these two titans of nature collide, who comes out on top? Let's dig deep, pun totally intended, and find out. Groot, the sentient tree. First up, let's talk Groot. This isn't just any walking shrubbery. Groot hails from Planet X, the capital of the branch worlds. He's part of the Flora colossus species, known for their immense strength and durability. Fun fact: Groot's species has a rigid larynx, which is why all we ever hear is, "I am Groot." But don't let that fool you. Those 3 words carry complex meanings understood by those patient enough to listen, like our pal Rocket Raccoon. Now, let's break down what makes Groot a real powerhouse: regeneration. Cut him down, and he'll sprout right back up. In the comics, Groot has regenerated from a mere twig. Talk about resilience. Elasticity. He can stretch and expand his limbs, making him versatile in combat. Need a bridge? Groot's got you covered. Super strength. Groot can lift over 100 tons. Remember when he single-handedly took on the Sakaran soldiers? Yeah, he's that strong. Control over plant life. Groot can manipulate external plant life, extending roots and vines to entangle foes or shield allies. Groot's got a track record that's hard to ignore: sacrificial heroics. Who could forget when he encased the Guardians in a protective ball of branches, saying, "We are Groot"? Still brings a tear to the eye. Battling Ronan's forces, Groot tore through enemy lines like they were nothing, showcasing both brutality and efficiency. Massive growth. In Guardians of the Galaxy #14 feet, Groot grew to the size of a skyscraper to combat larger threats. Groot isn't just a one-liner kind of guy, or should I say, 3-worder? His evolution from the original Groot to Baby Groot and then Teen Groot shows significant growth, literally and figuratively. His bond with Rocket adds layers to his character, highlighting themes of friendship and loyalty. Plus, who can resist those dance moves in the pot? Swamp Thing, the avatar of the green. Switching gears to Swamp Thing, a character deeply rooted in Earth's mysticism. Originally Dr. Alec Holland, a brilliant biochemist working on a bio-restorative formula to solve world hunger. After a disastrous lab explosion caused by nefarious forces, Holland is engulfed in bio-restorative chemicals and the swamp's mystical energies, transforming him into Swamp Thing, the living embodiment of the green. Swamp Thing isn't just any swamp monster, he's got some serious abilities: elemental control. He can manipulate all plant life on a global scale, from causing forests to sprout overnight to entangling entire cities in vines. Regeneration and immortality. Destroy his body? No problem. He can regenerate from any plant life, anywhere on Earth, even from a single flower petal. Super strength and size alteration. He can increase his mass and density, towering over foes or blending into the flora. Psionic abilities. Telepathy with plant life and even humans, occasionally inducing hallucinations to communicate. Check out these impressive accomplishments: defeating supernatural threats. Swamp Thing has battled entities like Anton Arcane and even taken on the avatar of the Rot. Restoring ecosystems. He's rejuvenated entire ecosystems, reversing pollution and environmental damage on massive scales. Multi-dimensional journeys. Swamp Thing has traversed other dimensions, including the Parliament of Trees, showing his influence isn't just terrestrial. Swamp Thing's story is rich with inner conflict. Struggling between his lingering human consciousness and his identity as an elemental force, he embodies the question, what does it mean to be human? His relationship with Abigail Arcane adds a poignant layer, exploring love beyond the physical form. Comparing the Titans. Time to put these two giants side by side. Groot. Unwavering loyalty. Groot's dedication to his friends is his driving force. Adaptability in combat. His ability to adjust physically gives him an edge in unpredictable situations. Swamp Thing. Global influence. With his connection to the green, he can manipulate plant life anywhere on Earth. Dual existence. Balancing human memories with elemental duties gives him unique strategic insights. Groot. Limited communication. I am Groot doesn't always cut it in complex scenarios. Vulnerability in sapling form. When reduced in size, his powers and durability decrease until he regrows. Swamp Thing. Reliance on the green. Disrupting his connection could weaken him significantly. Emotional conflicts. His empathy and attachment to humanity can cloud his judgment. Analytically speaking, Swamp Thing's abilities operate on a planetary level. He can influence entire ecosystems and has even affected weather patterns. Groot, while incredibly strong and durable, operates on a more cosmic adventurer scale, powerful but within a localized scope. Numbers-wise, Swamp Thing's influence extends across 197 million square miles of Earth's surface area covered by plants. Battle scenario setup. Imagine an ancient forest where cosmic energies collide with earthly mysticism, a nexus point between worlds. Trees older than civilizations, air thick with the essence of life, and the ground pulsing with energy. So why are our heroes throwing down? Interdimensional mishap. Groot crash lands on Earth, his cosmic energy causing ripples in the green that Swamp Thing perceives as a threat. Manipulation by a villain. Perhaps someone like Anton Arcane or Thanos manipulates events to pit them against each other. Protecting nature in different ways. Both aim to defend the natural world but misunderstand each other's methods. They meet amid towering trees and swirling mists. Groot emerges cautiously, observing the unfamiliar terrain. I am Groot. Swamp Thing materializes from the foliage. You disrupt the natural order. You must leave this place. Groot. Confused expression. I am Groot? And just like that, a misunderstanding of epic proportions. The epic battle. Phase 1. Testing powers. Groot extends his branches, attempting a friendly gesture, but Swamp Thing senses an intrusion and retaliates by merging with nearby plants, sending vines to entangle Groot. Groot breaks free with sheer strength, the ground shaking as roots rip apart. Phase 2. Escalation. Realizing this isn't just a misunderstanding, Groot grows taller, towering above the canopy. Swamp Thing responds by summoning the entire forest. Trees bend and warp under his command, attacking Groot from all sides. Birds scatter, and animals flee as the Titans clash. Phase 3. The turning point. Groot harnesses residual cosmic energy, a rare ability he's tapped into from his adventures across the galaxy. He sends a shockwave that momentarily severs Swamp Thing's link to the green. Swamp Thing falters but then delves deeper, tapping into the Earth's core energies, regenerating instantly and emerging even stronger. His eyes glow with emerald fire. Visual effects. Think of swirling green auras, energy pulses visible to the naked eye. Slow-motion shots capture every splinter and leaf as they fly through the air. The sound design blends roars with the creaking of wood and the rustling of leaves, a true symphony of nature's might. Possible outcomes. Groot's victory. Groot uses his extraterrestrial origin to his advantage. By channeling an alien spore or toxin, he temporarily disrupts Swamp Thing's connection to Earth's plant life, seizing the moment to subdue him. Victory for Groot. Swamp Thing's triumph. Swamp Thing, being essentially immortal and omnipresent through the green, overwhelms Groot. He absorbs Groot's biomass into the earth, effectively neutralizing him. Swamp Thing stands as the unchallenged guardian. Realization and alliance. Just as things reach a critical point, a greater threat emerges, maybe the Rot or an alien menace exploiting their fight. They realize they've been played and, in a classic superhero twist, Join forces to combat the true enemy. Team up for the win. Fan theories and speculations. Some fans suggest that if Groot ever learned to tap into Earth's version of the green, he'd gain new abilities. Others theorize that Swamp Thing's power might not be as effective on non-terrestrial plant life like Groot. It's a debate as old as Groot's annual rings. Deeper analysis. Themes and symbolism. This battle isn't just about who's stronger, it's a metaphor for understanding and communication. Both characters represent the protective side of nature but come from vastly different backgrounds. It's a classic case of nature versus nurture, cosmic versus terrestrial. Character motivations. Groot is motivated by loyalty and the instinct to protect his friends and surroundings. Swamp Thing is driven by his duty as the avatar of the green, safeguarding Earth's natural balance. Their clash highlights how even protectors can become adversaries without proper understanding. A battle of this magnitude could have significant repercussions on Earth. The disruption of the green might attract attention from other elemental forces or heroes like Poison Ivy or the Elementals. In the cosmos, the Guardians might find Earth on the galactic map for other species, leading to potential alliances or conflicts. Imagine the storytelling possibilities, crossover events, new arcs exploring the interplay between cosmic and earthly forces. So, we've journeyed through the origins, powers, and potential battle outcomes between Groot and Swamp Thing. We've seen how a simple misunderstanding could escalate into an epic showdown, and how their unique abilities stack up against each other. At the end of the day, both Groot and Swamp Thing are guardians in their own right. Their dedication to protecting life, be it cosmic or terrestrial, is what truly defines them. Perhaps the real takeaway is that collaboration triumphs over conflict, and understanding bridges even the widest gaps. Now, I want to hear from you. Who do you think would win in this colossal clash? Do you have a different outcome in mind? Maybe a wild fan theory we didn't cover? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation growing. Thanks a bunch for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Groot and Swamp Thing. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more epic content. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss an update. Follow us on social media at Nature Titans Battle for behind-the-scenes looks, updates, and sneak peeks at what's coming next. Speaking of which, stay tuned for our next video where we'll be tackling another mind-blowing matchup, Doctor Strange vs. Dr. Fate, Battle of the Mystic Masters. Until then, stay rooted, stay connected, and keep exploring the wonders of the universe. Catch you later, friends.